Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Jaguars at 9-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
In motion left, that's Thornton. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he gets this to Thornton.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, run!
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Red.
Here's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
There's Ty.
Running left to give to Pacheco. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Yellow.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Pacheco. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Pacheco, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Red on red.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 35, here's second down and 7.
Hey, easy. Route.
In motion, the tight end.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Wide open. Wide open.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas, 35 yards. And the Jags have retaken the lead.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here we go.
That is caught by a diving Thomas. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Easy.
Pacheco once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, I didn't see him in the end zone.
Picked off
Oh,
by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's
I
a
should have ran it.
touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break.
I
And
didn't
then
see
on
him.
3rd and goal, there's
End
a
zone
huge
color.
interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Another tote for Etienne.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
Oh my God.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Outside 3rd, yeah. But outside 3rd, when you're in outside 3rd, it's a corner, you open up to the field. So if you do run in the streak inside of you and he's fast, you should run right past him, even in real life, you know?
Mahomes now to throw.
Pick off. I saw it late.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there.
Two
Trying to get
picks,
points
first
before
half.
intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Tyquan Thornton as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure
How they
how
going to do that? What's going on?
offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
I think you did.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
33 yards that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes.
Oh, I missed it. Dang.
Fires again, and it's intercepted.
Trying to squeeze it in. That's 3 turnovers.
And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT.
You know this is going to be my worst game I play. You know that, right?
promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out
Now, I do see a problem regarding matchup. My corners cannot run with your receivers, so that's going to be interesting if we see each other again. That's for sure.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Lion,
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hey, run.
In motion left, that's Thornton. Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Being chased out left. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found for the completion.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Hello.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it
in the clinic on y'all.
Dropped at the 1. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. In motion left, that's Thornton. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the
Looks like he was trying to take the ball from him.
2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
15.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Well, still do it to the wrong guy.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Rip, 23.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
What was that, your tight end? Who was that?
Defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it.
Maybe, well, he should have enough awareness to go get it, though. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Try to ice this game away.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Yeah, I think he would have got it, too, because I was going after the back coming to get the ball anyway. I wouldn't even going for the other dude.
All right, let's go. 11. Hey, I'm gun.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Go get him. I usually have a pass rush. This is ridiculous.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
So nobody ain't trying to play now. Okay.
Continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that
all day.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy,
and I usually have a pass rush in about 2.5 seconds. So I don't know what this is about. They shook. They must have had their heart took or something. I didn't do too many picks or something.
Here to pick up the first down. They'll run with ETN.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt.
I see the same thing. Yeah, I don't have issues with matchup with the receivers.
In motion left, that's Thornton. Now Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Finally somebody hit.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be.
Oh, I don't care, man.
He avoided his first sack of the game.
That's fine.
He did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I knew he'll do that. I knew it.
The open man, that's complete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
ETN is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to
I haven't won in this league.
Is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
I think I lost to the Saints last season. Was it the Saints who won it last year?
May leave an opening that can come back and get you.
I think the Saints, I lost to someone in the Super Bowl last year by like 2-3 points. It was a really good game. I lost to, I forgot who it was. I think it was the Saints.
He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. But the pressure
you are running dudes
down,
just as fast as you were fast. That's crazy.
4th down coming up.
For the Jaguars field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And
Oh, they flip it to
I'm
the
talking.
kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3.
I don't mind. Show me all your tricks this game. This game. Show me all your tricks.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Thank you.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the return will stop right around the 25. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Yeah, it's one of those games. It's all good.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
30 left. Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They covered.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. And
it is a whole lot of options on that. Yeah.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
A good game, man.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football.
I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show, in Ibiza, for my leisure. Listen, I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. 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 She 808.
Why would your body
Ain't nothing back, and I'm going so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm going so far, I ain't coming back.
see?